Set up Alipay account supposed to be easy compared with WeChat, but still I received a lot of email from people who failed to set up their Alipay account. Today we're gonna discuss what is the common mistakes you should avoid before and during you set up. In my last video, I successfully set up my Alipay account and made a purchase. If you haven't watched that video, please click the link right here. Alright, let's get started. So to set up your Alipay account, usually there are only 3 steps. First is to sign up with your mobile or email. Second is you bind your credit card or debit card. Last is do the ID verification, which included passport verification and face verification. I have realized people might fail at any of these steps. So let me give you the idea what you should prepare to get your Alipay set up more smooth. First, I suggest you to set up with your mobile number, not email address. Once you come to China, if your Alipay account have some issues, you need to receive the verification code to solve that issue. Mobile number will be easier than email because you can receive SMS text easier than email. Even your mobile number on roaming mode and have no data at all, you still can receive the SMS test for free. But for email, at least you need to have data to access your email. Plus, some email has been blocked in China, such as Gmail. That's why mobile number should be the preferred choice over email. Second, you should get your passport photo scanned before you start the setup. Just scan your passport using a printer or a scanner. The reason because when you set up the Alipay account, it will ask you to upload your passport photo. You can either take a picture from your phone directly, or you can upload the passport photo from your camera gallery. The reason I don't recommend you take a picture directly from your phone is because the passport photo page with your information usually has been covered with film or it's plastic. If you take picture directly from your phone, the light reflection will cover some of the information. That will cause Alipay app cannot read your information correctly. That's the common reason why people failed during their ID verification process. So before you set up your Alipay account, make sure you get your passport scanned. After you scan your passport, you should resize the scanned page because usually if you scan your passport using a printer, you get a picture which is A4 size. But you don't want the whole A4 size. You just need the picture of your passport. So just resize the scanned passport. Only take your passport information out, not the passport with all the blank space. Before you set up your Alipay account, I suggest you use a phone number which you already been using for a while. Try not to use a complete new mobile number. The most important thing is you download the app either from Apple Store or Google Play Store. Make sure you download the correct official Alipay app. So after you install the app, another common mistake people keep making is do not use public Wi-Fi. The priority should be using your own mobile data. I know in most Western countries, mobile data can be expensive. If you want the setup process smooth, mobile data is definitely the first choice. Also make sure when you're setting up, the internet speed is fast enough so the internet won't be lagging. That will also cause some problem. If you really can't match this requirement, the second suggestion is use your own Wi-Fi. Some people might think if they switch their IP to China, the process will be easier. Actually, it's not. To be honest, all the Chinese apps, they are very sensitive to IP. If you keep switching your IP from one country to another, or you're trying to hide your IP, Alipay gonna detect your action and your action will considered high risk action. So never keep switching your IP address. To be honest, I don't suggest you use VPN at all. To set up your Alipay account actually doesn't require you to change your IP. So do not use VPN because VPN might hide your IP. And if you're hiding your IP, that is actually considered high risk. So just use your own mobile data that will work. When you're doing face verification, make sure the environment that's bright enough. Do not stay at a dark place or on a shade. Also, your background should be clear, just like me. A white wall is preferred. Try not to stay at the place which background is quite messy and stuffed with a lot of things. I suggest you just stand in front of the white wall. Also, remove your glasses and hat before you do the face verification. That will increase the success rate. That will be the tips I give you before you set up your Alipay account. And during the setup, there are also some common questions being asked. First is the bank account cannot be linked successfully. If that happens, the first suggestion I give you is do not keep trying. If you failed to link your bank account, the first thing you need to do is contact your bank. Because sometimes it's not the Alipay issue, it's actually your bank think your card has been stolen or something. They are actually trying to protect your safety. If you already contact your bank and the bank said the issue is not from them, then I suggest you switch your internet network. For example, if you are using your mobile data to set up your Alipay account, now you may switch from your mobile data to your own Wi-Fi, but never use public Wi-Fi. So do it again under your own Wi-Fi. If that still not works, stop trying. Wait at least 24 hours for your next try. If you try 2 times and it's still not working, so wait for 24 hours before your next try. Another tip I want to give you is trying to bind the card from different network. For example, you can ban 2 bank cards, one from Visa, one from MasterCard. Instead, 2 Visa cards or 2 MasterCards. If you have more cards, you can ban them all to Alipay. This is my Chinese Alipay account. Look how many cards did I bind. I banned 20 bank cards. So I suggest you to do the same. If you have multi-cards, you can link them all to Alipay. Just in case one card is not working, the other card still works. If it's better to buy a tour card, the answer is no. Because for the tour card, each top up you have to pay 5%. If you really want to top up your Alipay account, I can help you with a small amount, with a much less charge. If you have tried all the above tips but your account is still not set up successfully, you can uninstall the app and reinstall it and try to do the process from the beginning again. If that still not works, now I suggest you to try with your email. So just register with your email, but trying to use an email which works in China in case you need to receive a verification code from your email. Some people found that they cannot use their mobile to set up the Alipay account, but they successfully set up the account with their email. So if that's the case for you, why not? If you tried all my tips above, but you still couldn't set up your Alipay account, my last tip for you will be contact Alipay customer service directly. You can either chat with an online customer agent or you can call them directly from their helpline. To chat with an online customer agent, open your Alipay app, go to Me. At the top right, besides the setting icon, you will see the customer service icon. Just click that one. It will lead you to the customer service center. You can simply type your questions here, and the online agent will help you with your question. And for the customer hotline, you can directly call this number. And their working hours is Beijing time from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday to Sunday, so basically every day. So after you successfully set up your Alipay account, there are still some things you need to be aware of. First, I recommend do not change your Alipay account from device to device. Just use the phone which you register your Alipay account and keep using that phone until your Chinese trip finished. Second is try not to change your registered mobile number with Alipay, especially try not to use an overseas number switch to a Chinese number. If you registered under an overseas number, just keep that overseas number until your Chinese trip finished. If you have followed all my above instructions, I believe there shouldn't be any issues. But there's one thing I want to remind you as well. If you're using your Alipay in China, for any payment above 200, there will be a 3% fee cost. If you want to avoid that 3%, the easiest way is to split one payment to multi-payment. For example, if you buy something worth 600, you can ask the shop to split that 600 bill to 200. So you pay them 200 plus 200 plus 200. That might sound a little complicated, but don't worry, most shops will accept because they don't want to lose business. But if you buy something quite expensive, then you can't do this. It's not very practical, right? The last but not the least is to test your Alipay once you set it up successfully. If you want to test your Alipay, I recommend you test with a Chinese QR code, not overseas QR code, because Alipay uses different systems between China and overseas. Even you have tested your Alipay with an overseas QR code, that doesn't mean you can use it in China. So always test your Alipay with a Chinese QR code. I just put my QR code here for you to test. If you understand Chinese, once you scan this QR code, you will realize it's a restaurant QR code. And that will bring out my second point. When you're testing your Alipay, please pick a number from this menu. The reason because if I receive too many random amount, this account probably will get blocked in the future. So to prevent this account get blocked and to help more people to test their Alipay account, please pick a number from this menu. For your information, right now $1 equals 7 RMB. You can test your Alipay account less than $1. There is a lot of options in this menu which is less than $1. I really appreciate your understanding. I hope this video solved your problem. If you still have more issues which I didn't mention, please always leave your comment below, or you can send them directly to me. I will find the answer for you. You can always find my contact information at the comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.